Amashka Ekshwa. Welcome to Virtual Storytime with the Lillooet Public Library. My name is Christina. I'd like to welcome you with a song. Sing along if you can. Come along and sing with me, sing with me, sing with me. Come along and sing with me today. And then, can you come along and clap with me? Come along and clap with me, clap with me, clap with me. Come along and clap with me today. And then we'll be reading a story. So lastly, we're going to sing Come Along and Read with Me. Come along and read with me, read with me, read with me. Come along and read with me today. Nice job. This week we're going to read a story and sing some songs about building things and using tools. People use tools to build all sorts of things, like bookshelves, chairs, cars, houses, pieces of art, all kinds of things. And before we get started, I'd like to acknowledge that I'm reading to you today from the territory of the Stotlian Nation. So before Europeans arrived, Stotlian people would use tools and build things like pit homes, baskets and clothing. Building and making things is so important to us humans and how we live. So first we're going to learn a few tools and what they're called and sing a song about them. So the first one is a hammer, and this is sort of a kind of a small hammer, but here's a picture of a hammer, and a nail. So we use them to join pieces of wood together. So the song is the same tune as the wheels on the bus, and you can follow along. And you can pretend, I've got some objects here, but at home you can pretend like you've got a hammer and do a motion like this. So, this is the way we pound our nails, pound our nails, pound our nails. This is the way we pound our nails so early in the morning. And this picture is an example of a saw, which is used to cut wood. So we're going to pretend like we've got a saw, or holding sort of like this, and we're going to saw back and forth. This is the way we saw our wood, saw our wood, saw our wood. This is the way we saw our wood so early in the morning. I've got a screwdriver here. There's a better picture on screen now. And a screw. So screws are used to join things together or take them apart. So we're going to do a motion. This is sort of what it looks like, but if you don't have one, just go twist your wrist like this, like you're screwing something in. This is the way we use a screwdriver, use a screwdriver, use a screwdriver. This is the way we use a screwdriver so early in the morning. Then the last tool I've got with me today is a paintbrush. And, paintbrushes used to paint pictures, but paint walls, paint ceilings. This is the way we paint the walls, paint the walls, paint the walls. This is the way we paint the walls so early in the morning. So in this song we had a hammer, a saw, a screwdriver, and a paintbrush. So we're going to do that song again in all 4 verses in a row and join in with those actions. And you can stand up, sit down, whatever you want. This is the way we pound our nails, pound our nails, pound our nails. This is the way we pound our nails so early in the morning. Do you remember what's next? Saw. This is the way we saw our wood, saw our wood, saw our wood. This is the way we saw our wood so early in the morning. Then we've got a screwdriver. This is the way we use a screwdriver, use a screwdriver, use a screwdriver. This is the way we use a screwdriver so early in the morning. And the last one, paintbrush. This is the way we paint the walls, paint the walls, paint the walls. This is the way we paint the walls so early in the morning. Awesome job! Now you know what a few tools look like and how people might use them. But using tools can be dangerous sometimes too. So ask for an adult for help and to watch out for you if you're using tools. Next we're going to read our story. And this is a story about a father and a daughter who like to build things together. It's called What Will Build by Oliver Jeffers and published by HarperCollins Children's Books. It's got beautiful pictures. What Will Build? Plans for our together future. What shall we build? You and I. The big hands. Let's gather all our tools for a start. We can identify some of these from our song. We've got a hammer, a saw, a paintbrush, and even this is more of an electric screwdriver. And a fun little tip about this book is there's a hidden picture of a pig on every page. So here's that one. So if you look carefully on each page, you can find the pig in every picture. So the tools for putting together and taking apart. Got our hammer again. Let's build a door where there was none. We'll build a house to be our home. I'll build your future and you'll build mine. We'll build a watch to keep our time. We'll build some love to set aside and build a hole where we can hide. See the hole? A fortress to keep our enemies out and higher walls for when they shout. But you don't always lose, and you don't always win. So we'll build a gate to let them in. We'll build a table to drink our tea and say, I'm sorry, me too, me three. We'll build a tower to watch the sky and other worlds that pass us by. Let's build a tunnel to anywhere. Let's build a road up to the moon. Let's build a comfy place to rest, for we'll be tired soon. On the moon. Let's build a boat that can't be broken, that will not sink or be cracked open. A place to stay when all is lost, to keep the things we love the most. We'll put these favorite things beside the earlier love we set aside. I think that we may want them later, when times are hard and needs are greater. But first things first, let's build a fire, for we've planned a lot, and now we're tired. You see the little pig? It'll keep us warm, like when we're born. Then we'll say goodnight, as all's all right. These are the things we'll build, you and I. And that's the end of What Will Build by Oliver Jeffers. I hope you enjoyed that book. Aren't the pictures great? Before we end, I have one more action song for you. This one is more of a silly song, and I need you to stand up for it. It's called Johnny's Hammers. So follow along with me. Johnny had one hammer, one hammer, one hammer. Johnny had one hammer, then he had two. Use your two hands. Johnny had two hammers, two hammers, two hammers. Johnny had two hammers, then he had three. Where's he going to put his third hammer? On his leg. Johnny had three hammers, three hammers, three hammers. Johnny had three hammers, then he had four. We got to use both our legs. Johnny had four hammers, four hammers, four hammers. Johnny had four hammers, then he had five. That's using our head. This is going to be crazy. Johnny had five hammers, five hammers, five hammers. Johnny had five hammers, then he had none. Do you want to do that one more time now that you've got the hang of it? It's kind of a silly one. So start out just with one. Johnny had one hammer, one hammer, one hammer. Johnny had one hammer, then he had two. Johnny had two hammers, two hammers, two hammers. Johnny had two hammers, then he had three. Good job. Johnny had three hammers, three hammers, three hammers. Johnny had three hammers, then he had four. Good job. Johnny had four hammers, four hammers, four hammers. Johnny had four hammers, then he had five. That's right, so you gotta get your head involved. Johnny had five hammers, five hammers, five hammers. Johnny had five hammers, then he had none. Because he dropped them all, since five is too many hammers to have at once. And that brings us to the end of this week's virtual story time. Thanks, as always, for listening and tuning in. We wouldn't keep doing these videos if we didn't have viewers like you. Happy Easter, have a great week. Can you wave goodbye? Goodbye.